Aloha family. I wanted to take a couple of minutes and document my 2021 Wine Garden that will be taking place this year. You're not going to want to miss it. I am going to journal, and video all of it. I'm hoping to anyway. That's the plan. So here, let me just start out by saying the first thing I'm going to do is share with you what I planted last night. I had 2 packets of seeds. That's all. I had the little, oh, here they are. I always say actually. I'm going to try and stop saying that so much, but you guys know, if you know me, you know I love proven winners. I purchase their plants from my local nursery as well as from proven winners. The Super Tunia Vista is so awesome. But I decided, through the inspiration of one of my favorite gardeners, Garden Answer, Laura is amazing, and I've been following her now for about 3 years, and I've watched all her videos multiple times. You probably are going to see these backwards, but this is the 2 sets of seeds that I did last night for my very first planting. The seedlings I'm doing, I should have started earlier, but I started them last night in hopes that I will put them in the ground. I think here in the Northwest where I live, Mother's Day is sort of what I've understood is that it's kind of the planting time. That's when we can start putting things into the ground. My last frost date to document is March 24th. Today is February 10th, and let's take a walk into my greenhouse. So, welcome to my kitchen. And we'll take a walk right over here in front of my sliders to where I have put my greenhouse table. Now, 2 years ago, my first year of gardening, I came to the inspiration of thinking this was the best place to put it for now. And while my husband was away one weekend, I seeded probably, 50 plants and had my first garden ever. But I quickly wanted to show you some things that I have kind of upgraded. I used a shop light my first year. I just ordered this very cool, kind of snaky looking thing. They are grow lights. I'm going to turn them on for you real quick. And this is the very start of a wonderful story, a wonderful garden tale that I am hoping to tell. So inside this sweet little Jiffy greenhouse, which I am reusing from my first year of gardening, last year, probably like many of you, maybe not, my garden was a fail. I didn't even get to do any seedlings. So here we go, here are the babies. So the first one that I want to show, so these 2 rows, I seeded last night, and they are the Garden Treasure Tempting Tomatoes. Now I haven't actually used Proven Winners seeds, so I'm very excited to see how these will turn out. These in particular, I believe, are slicing tomatoes or can be used for sauces, and I'm excited to see what kind of growth I get from those. And then these 2 rows right here are the Besto Pesto Basil. I wanted to try the Amazel Basil, and I still may if I can get an order in, but I really love, basil itself is just glorious. So I wanted to just show you these really cool lights. So they are grow lights, and I'm planning to fill the table. I just turned in my Johnny's seeds order. If you know anything about Johnny seeds, I don't. Oh, we're gonna put the little babies back. They just now are accepting orders for home gardens. I'll talk about that in a second, but I did want to show you this has a timer on it. I believe it has a 6, 8, and 12. So I had these on last night and they went off this morning, and that was really great. So I'm hoping that these are the first to lead the pack. I plan to fill this whole table up, and I will have my seedlings and it will be amazing. But here's the deal. I was just sharing with you a little bit about my Johnny seeds. So I had put this big order in, and apparently they're not taking orders for home gardeners, which is what I am. Barely. Year 3 I'm starting, and year 2 doesn't really count because it was awful. It was nothing like year 1. Year 1 I felt like a master gardener at the end of it, but I did not have any. It was hard last year, so we'll just leave it at that. Year 3 is like a year 2 for me, and I am determined. So here are 2 goals that I have. The first is to plant a ton of seedlings. And I just, again, put in my Johnny's order. That now was accepted on February 10th and 11th. They're letting home gardeners order. So if you're interested, you should probably get your order in. And 3 of my very favorite gardeners to follow on YouTube world are Garden Answer, which I mentioned, Laura. She is did I mention her already? She's my favorite. She's the one that turned me on to Proven Winners and Super Tunias, and she's just amazing, and such just amazing lady. Has taught me so much about plants and about flowers and vegetables and all of that good stuff. So check Laura at Garden Answer on YouTube to get inspired. If you're just, if you don't think you can grow anything, she will help you grow things. My second is the Elliott Homestead. Shay is my girl. She is so amazing. And they actually, I love it. They don't live in the same growing, what is that called? The growing, I'm 8B and I think she's like 7 or something, or 6. I can't remember, but she lives in Spokane and I live over on the other side of the mountains here in Western Washington. So I know that, I don't know if she lives in Spokane, Yakima. Anyway, she lives in Eastern Washington. I live in Western Washington. So it's very different growing seasons, I think that, or growing, what is that called? Okay, I'll put it in the bottom. I can't remember. Like your growing climate or whatever you're supposed to be, like where things you can grow. But anyway, I love it because she's Washington, okay? She's just here in the same state as me, so I sort of feel like, we're the same. But anyway, so she and Laura, sorry, my eye is twitching. She and Laura are both all about Johnny seeds. And so I've had a lot of fun going through their seed lists and seeing what would I be able to, what would my family eat. One of my main goals is to eat all the vegetables and feed my family organic, wholesome food. We're working on that. And so, supporting our local markets and farmers is very important to me. And I'm a local gardener. I want to provide food for my family. And so it's an urban residential garden, but I have very little space. We'll talk about that later because I have big plans. And I just shared them with my husband, and they involve hammers and nails and building a fence so the deer don't eat my stuff this year. So I'm very excited about putting those to work. That's my spring passion is going to be all about building out my garden and making my raised beds, as well as I'll have that going on while my seedlings are getting ready. And again, Mother's Day is sort of my target date for getting things in. So what I did want to say was my third and final YouTuber that I enjoy watching is I just lost it, Roots and Refuge. It's an amazing, an Arkansas gardener. So love and am inspired by her and her family. So with that being said, so we are going to, I just kind of wanted to document like day 1, which was last night, but it's today. And it was so fun to wake up this morning and have the lights on and see my little babies getting ready. So anyway, get ready. We're going to document this journey of our garden as well as my other passions. As you can see right now, I'm working on my, this is my studio where I'm working on all my scrapbooking. So I'm on also document and memory keep my garden. Anyway, that's really all I have to say right now. And I'm hoping that you'll join me on the fun adventure of all that is ahead for us. And if you have any questions, put them below. So I'd love to, or ask them in the comments. I would love to help you out. If you don't think you're a gardener, I guarantee you are, because anyone can become a gardener. We are humans. We are meant to grow our own food, and we can do it. We were designed to eat wholesome stuff. So it's up to us. We can do this. So anyway, that's all I had to say. So I hope you guys are having a great day. We're supposed to get some snow tonight, so my seedlings are gonna stay nice and warm in here. And when my Johnny seeds churn up, I can't wait to fill up all the little seedling buckets. Oh, I know what I was gonna show you. One more thing. Oh my goodness, my video is getting long right now. I wanted to show you guys what I actually used for my seeds. So these are little Jiffy discs. And what you do is you put them all inside these, and I can maybe do this when I do my next set of seeds, but you put them in their tray, pour water, and they expand. And then you just tear apart the front, or the top, I mean, and drop your seeds in there. And then they end up being just like my ones over there. So I did order another tray as well as a heating pad. So I'm excited to see if that makes a difference for my seedlings. My first year of gardening was great. Like, I had the greatest little seedlings. They got a little wiry, is that what you call it? Like really stringy, leggy. They got very leggy. So I've got some learning curves to straighten out. But anyway, all right, guys, so I will see you later, and I'm excited to hang out with you guys. And if you're interested in learning anything, just let me know. And maybe you can teach me a few things. So please let me know if I'm doing something wrong, because I'd love to know. Always a learner. Lifelong learners rule. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.